But of the two of us, I would describe you as the cozy one.
I like that title.
I know you do. I know.
Yeah,
and so it was interesting. I was reading this article this week and I thought, oh my God. So I didn't know this, but plush sales over the pandemic spiked 21%. And the majority of that was not driven by gifts for kids. It was for adults buying them. And so there's a lot of research being done into adults that have plush toys that sleep with them at night.
So adults with their stuffies.
Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. And so I get
it.
You do
Sorry,
get
no,
it.
Keep going. Yeah.
So I guess, so the article starts off like this. I love this. Max Jenikov is a doctoral candidate in clinical psychology at the University of Pennsylvania. He's a dad and he's a stuffed animal owner. And he said, I've always had them growing up. I had a big fantasy life with them as a kid, and I just think they're nice to have. He has a raccoon from his childhood, crochets from friends and family.
Yeah, I get it.
And he said he basically started doing research at this. And there was a mental health therapist from Seattle, and she basically said that adults sometimes will go to like Build-A-Bear and like build the childhood versions of themselves and sort of how it helps them work through childhood trauma.
Yeah.
But it struck me because I was thinking about, and I'm not trying to judge, but like thinking about,
he's going to judge
having to explain this to like a new romantic partner.
You go home, you bring somebody home and then
I think you hide them at first. Like, I don't think you like, even if, like there are things in a relationship that you're like, hey, I'm not going to tell you all my deep, dark secrets in the first month.
We don't need to
I still want to be mysterious.
We don't need to bring Teddy out.
100%. How long though do you think it would be before you'd be telling somebody, hey, listen, and in your case, I'm not going to let you get away with the Build-A-Bear trauma thing. I think you would just have it.
So if I went home with a girl on the first date and she was like, oh, sorry, I just got to move my teddy. I'd probably like, okay. I probably wouldn't judge her. If she had like 30 teddies, like a teddy army, I wouldn't be down. But like, that's not a big deal. I feel like if I went home with a man though, and this is where the judgment come in, I'd be like, you good? But you know what? Everybody deserves a stuffed animal. So that maybe I shouldn't judge. Well, I don't have any stuffed animals.
You never should judge, but we do. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I don't judge stuff. I do.
If I slept with you and I came home and you had like a bunch of teddies, I would be like,
you would question it, right?
I would question it, but like I feel like a casual teddy's okay. Like multiple ones, I would wonder.
Well, it would make me think. So there's a couple ways to look at it. It would make me think. I'll be like, instantly, I go, what kind of serial killer movie am I in? Right? Like like especially with a guy, like it's sort of like, oh, this is Teddy and Teddy likes whatever. Is there some sort of like weird Christian Grey angle? But then I also thought about this. The other side of that is the those big, like enormous pillows that people use when they're like pregnant.
Yeah.
Right? To like women
body
like
pillows.
rest body pillows. And
pregnancy pillows.
A lot of people talk about how after they're pregnant and the kid's gone, whatever, the kid's, a kid, that they hang on to the pregnancy pillow.
Because
it's really comforting and it kind of surrounds you and covers you. It's like sometimes they're shaped like a question mark, right?
So I was just thinking about, it would depend on the size of a stuffed animal.
Okay.
Like if you had a big mega teddy, the kind that you win at the carnival.
Would you be okay with that?
I had one. As a child.
As
a child that I won. Her name was Janet, and the way that I say that sounds real gay. That I had a mega teddy named Janet.
Hey, here's my teddy Barb.
But I feel like here's Brenda. I feel like if I still had Janet and I brought a girl home and she was like, "What the fuck?" I would be like, "I understand." Yeah.
Well, I think. I think it would require some explaining. So here's the thing. Like if you were bringing somebody home, I would imagine that you'd probably have that hidden somewhere. But
Janet's big. Janet's a big girl. Like I can't put her in the closet.
How long before you would bring Janet back out of the closet? Like how many months would it take for you to go, okay, listen, I'm going to tell you something. It's sort of embarrassing, but I need you to love me anyway.
Janet the Mega Teddy doesn't come out for 3 months. Like she's
3 months,
resting.
okay.
She's resting.
3
because,
months?
and also like after 3 months, if like you have a problem with Janet, you have a problem with me. Like, you know, like you don't.
Janet lives here.
Like Janet's staying. Janet the Mega Teddy Bear is staying.
Yeah.
You may not be, but yeah.
You think this is stupid? Well, stupid lives here.
Yeah, like meet my gal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably would. I would be hesitant with her because of her girth.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
So like, you know, instantly there will be two sides of people. There'll be people in the comments going, I do this.
Yeah.
And there'll be people in the comments going, I don't get this.
Yeah.
And the best way I could relate it, because I don't need a stuffed animal to sleep, but
I don't need a stuffed
I am a big cuddler. I'm a big
boy.
cuddler.
I don't need a stuffed animal.
Big cuddler. So Natalie, like I'll roll over and like basically lie on top of her in the middle of the night, and then she has to kind of push me off because I'm hot.
I was gonna say you're
just
a furnace.
Constantly
you're
hot.
A furnace.
But one thing that I hold back, especially with dating, or I used to, was video games. And it's
why?
Well, because
what are you playing?
well, I play like really nerdy stuff, right?
Like what?
I have this game. I'm so embarrassed. It's called Total War. And anybody that's ever played it, it's like you literally, there's like different versions of it. There's a medieval version, there's a Rome version, there's like an empire, like with like muskets version. And so you are literally in charge of a country. And then you have to do diplomacy and you have to build the economy. And then you've got an army. And it is nerdy beyond nerdy. And it's one of my favorite things. If I need to like decompress, it's like the thing that I like to do.
I'm stressed. I'm going to strategize countries and war.
100%.
Yes.
It's so because it requires you to focus on it 100%. You can't miss details. And so it pulls you out of your reality and into that, and it actually gives your brain a break. That's what I find.
If you have
maybe I'm just justifying my nerd.
No, you're not. If you have a passion, whatever it is, whether it's a video game, like if you have a way to decompress, that's not like super unhealthy. I think that's a beautiful thing. I think it's nerdy, but I think I wouldn't have a problem with that.
Jax, okay, that's so nice that you're saying that, but I want you to imagine that you're in like a passionate early romance. And you're, as a guy, you're like coming across, you're like, man, I'm pretty cool. Like, you know, you're feeling pretty good about your moves and about, you know, how things are going, whatever. And then it's like, let me break out this sexy ass game. It really does destroy the illusion that you've got anything going on with your life that's like anything. I guess that you're cool, right? Like you're whatever Leonardo DiCaprio or Brad Pitt or whatever vibes that you have going on, gone instantly.
Embrace your freak flag. I can't say that very well. Embrace that flag, fly it, and trust in yourself. And I want to give you an example of hope.
Okay, give it to me.
And faith.
Give it to me.
One time I went on a date with a girl.
Okay.
And somehow, I don't know, as lesbians do, we started talking about The Sims. And
yes,
and
a classic.
I was like, should I? Like, do I?
Okay, now explain The Sims for people that don't know.
So The Sims is a game which originated, and there's so many expansion packs, but it's a game that originated where essentially you build a life and you build your house, you build, you furnish this house, and then you have a family, you have a character, a job, a community. And it is such a weird detachment from reality, and I loved it.
You
and
also have to like go to the bathroom and stuff, right? Like you have to tell your sim, okay, it's time to go to the bathroom, it's time to sleep. Like
you have to do everything that you should be doing in your own life, instead of doing it. And I love it. And I still play it once in a while. It depends on how depressed I am.
Did you get the pets DLC on
No,
that?
I don't want to play with the dogs. I want to play with the people in the community.
Oh, okay.
And I can now, like I used to always be like a man, like a bachelor.
You were a man.
Yeah, I was a man. I would always make my character, which is so looking back gay. But I would always be Jack.
You'd be Jack.
I'd be Jack. And I was this like hip bachelor that would hook up with women, which is, now that I'm thinking about it. But
funnily enough, I played it that way too.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't get women.
I need you to know that I was nervous about talking about this with a woman. And I took a leap of faith and I told her, like, I speak Simlish, which is the language of the Sims. And she thought that was hot.
Really?
She thought that was hot, and she said, whoa. And
did you actually drop the words?
She said.
No,
because like my Simlish is a bit rusty, I must admit. But I brought out a few key phrases, and she it was a good move.
Did it actually?
It worked.
Okay, give me some words because I
Okay, so this gras est franche means this food is good. Okay, dag means goodbye.
Wow.
I can't think of any like right off the top of my head. If I had a little dictionary, Katy Perry speaks Simlish. Many people speak Simlish, don't you know?
I used to play it too until I realized, like I said that, or like you said earlier that I'm like, man, I got to do all this stuff in real life. Like I got chores I got to do. I was like a teenager. Yeah. I was like, I got to stop playing this. Like I actually need to go fold my clothes. Like what I used to do though, is I'd save up all the money and I'd buy the robot that did all the household chores. I don't know if he was like $15,000 or something. If
I had that, like, why are you saving money? I had cheat codes, Rosebud.
Oh, I never used the cheat codes. No.
I was going to call you a loser because like you have to play the right way, babe. Like I could have been there for you. I'm sorry.